Hi Leo, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. So today, Leo, for your meditative session, I got Quiente, Sweet Paradox of Empowering Grace. There's something here about, when I was reading the card, it was like the mind says no, but the heart says yes. And I feel like maybe there's something that you want to achieve, but for a long time, you said no to yourself. But the thing that I don't get is like why? Like why would you say no? But I feel like now you're coming into some sort of realization that like you're not gonna fight it anymore. Like I feel like this person with their eyes closed is someone who's just kind of letting what's meant to be to happen, right? And it says like there's something here about miracles. It's like even if you need, like if something is meant to be and something is right, then a miracle will happen to see that like actually take place, right? But when something's not meant to be, there won't be any like energy put behind it. Like the universe, the divine, if it's not meant to be, isn't gonna give you that aid, right? But if something is meant to be, then that miracle will come. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like there's something here to do like miracles, something that you think like might be unachievable, because I feel like you said for so long no, right? It's like the mind says no, but the heart says yes. So it's like I don't understand what you've been saying no to, but I think that again, if something is right, the miracle will be given. That's what I wrote down. So it's like I feel like right now, maybe because of time, you've been saying no for such a long time that you need a yes. Like your heart is saying yes, and you're finally gonna like align yourself, your mind with your heart. So now it's like, can what I actually want be achieved? Is it like too late? Like that's like the vibe that I'm getting. And I mean, again, if something is meant to happen, it's gonna happen. It doesn't matter like the amount of time that is taking place. I feel like that's a you thing, but that's not a divine thing, right? Because they're waiting for you to be ready. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like, oh, I took too long, but maybe it's like they're just been waiting for you to be ready so that this can happen. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like it's more about when you're ready than like I think your ego and like fear and all this other stuff is telling you like, oh, I took too long. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think that's real. I think that's like a fear-based mentality that you have on like a reason why you shouldn't do it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I shouldn't do this because it's too long. It's not going to happen. It took too long. But I think that's just fear. You know what I mean? That's ego. That's not real. So yeah, Leo. That's what I got for meditation today. Let's pull some cards and see what we got. So, Leo, I'm just going to start from here. I feel like this Queen of Earth is not you. I feel like this Queen of Earth is someone else. And this is the person that... This is like your wish fulfillment. For whoever this is, like this Queen of Earth is the wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups. But I feel like with the Ten of Wands, it's to show that the end of a cycle, right? It's to show completion, right? 10 is the ending, right? And then we start again. Right, and then we have that beautiful start again with the one, right, with the Ace of Wands. Sorry, but I feel like this Ten of Wands is a time when you worked hard, like there was work put in, but it was like you didn't ask for help. There's something about this folk tale that's like about not asking for help, right, and if like doing it on your own, and like this person who was doing it on their own ended up dying, right? And there's something about how he wasn't able to receive like the fruits of his labor. And I feel like that's how this old cycle was, where it doesn't matter how hard you worked, how much you tried, right? Whoever this is that I'm speaking to that needs like the miracle, right? That like, every time they said no in their mind, they were saying yes in their heart. This person has been through a cycle where it's been very hard for them, right? Like the cycle wasn't an easy one where nothing that they could bear them the fruit. And then it was only like in their death, right, and like in this folktale, that the fruit is born, right, from the skull, but this person wasn't able to enjoy the fruit. They're dead. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel like this old cycle was. And I feel the reason that it's lush though, and that the picture's like very lush, I feel like is because something is coming out of that cycle, right? It's kind of matching the Queen of Earth. It's like something was learned during the cycle, and that's kind of the reason for the cycle, right? There's still like this fruit that was bore from the tree, and the tree reaps something, and that's what I would want you to say about the cycle. It's like it reaps some sort of benefit for you, Leo, even though you might not see it. Like I'm telling you, it did. And maybe it's helping you see this person more clearly, right? And aligning the heart with the mind, because it's like your mind said no, but your heart said yes, and now you need like some sort of miracle. And I feel like here with the Six of Swords, it's like, again, remember what I was saying in the beginning, it's like what something is meant to be, like the miracle will come, right? It's like you can't avoid like fate, basically, right? It's kind of talking about fate, and that's what the Six of Swords, the Six of Swords I feel like is saying to me with fate, right? It's like the king in the story didn't want to be killed, so he sent like his grandson away, and he was like, if my grandson's not here, then he can't kill me, or if like he's never born, he can't kill me. And through all this avoidance, he ended up like, it was like fate, right? Like, you know those stories where it's like they didn't want to get killed, so they do all these things to have like so that they can't get killed, and then that ends up being their demise, right? Like the exact thing that they like, by trying to avoid it, they end up fulfilling the like story. That's what I'm trying to get to this. I don't know if I'm explaining it right. It's like you can't avoid fate, right? Like if something is meant to happen with this miracle, it's going to happen, and if it's not meant to happen, then the miracle won't come. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like either you really believe in what it is that you're going towards, and believe it with all your might, and like believe it for real like, you know, believe it, and the miracle will be sent if it's meant to be. And I feel like that's what I feel like this is meant to be with the Nine of Cups. Like this is your wish fulfillment, this is your dream, right? And I feel like here it's like whatever you need will be gifted with the Scribe. So I feel like we have a lot of positive energy. It's so funny though, I'm starting like at the end. I just feel like here with the Ace of Swords and the Counselor, this is like the information that's been being given to you, right? I feel like this is all about that not the mind, right? We're talking a lot about, I feel like we're talking a lot about, oh my God, I cannot speak. I feel like we're talking here a lot about your mind, right? With this. And with this Ace of Swords, I feel like it's the mind, right? Like, again, the mind versus the heart. And here we have the mind versus the heart. So I feel like it's very easy for you to use the mind as like an enemy, right? And or see it as an enemy, because it's like, maybe this is what's kept me trapped for such a long time. The fact that I put myself into fear, the fact that I put myself into this situation where now like I have to feel like it can't happen, like I need some sort of miracle. And I think it's a blessing that you saw. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like with this Ace, it's like it's from the divine, so right? So it's like maybe they only wanted you to see until now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like maybe you weren't able to see. Remember how I was saying how like there was something to be gained during the cycle? It's like maybe that fact that you're seeing now is for a reason, right? I feel like this card is reminding me of the Nine of Cups, right? Where someone is finally letting it happen, right? I think there's been such a, I'm getting like a Taurus vibe, right? Like a stubborn energy where it was really hard for these two to align. And I feel like this beginning of this alignment leads into this so quickly, because then we have another one, right? And it's like this beautiful space of new energy, right? And I think there's been stagnancy possibly for this person for a really long time because of this stubborn energy, right? And this ending that had to come. And I feel like this ending now is leading to something really beautiful, right? With the Ace of Wands. It's kind of like, I feel like everyone's been on their start. And I feel like for whoever this is, it's like yours has been stalled a little bit. And I think that you're wondering why it's been stalled. But I think that the important thing is maybe, oh, this is what I was saying before I finally remembered. It's like maybe this has been being kept from you for a reason. Like maybe you weren't ready when you thought you were ready, and this is actually happening in the perfect timing. But for you and in your ego and your mind, or for some part of you that feels like you need some sort of miracle to happen. I mean, maybe it's just the perfect timing, and maybe you're just, the way that you're looking at it has to change. But yeah, it's like an end to these blockages, right? An end to covering up something that you felt for a very long time. I'm getting with like the mask off that it's something, again, it's mental, right? With the 5 of Swords, it's something that's mental, and it's a stagnancy. It's a stagnancy to produce anything. I feel like, yes, this cycle will produce something, but what it's producing is the fact that you're opening up to this, what your heart wants, right? Like that's what this new beginning is granting. And I feel like you've understood, they taught you stagnancy, right? And what it feels like to be somewhere. I feel like it's like a desert with no water, right? That's the vibe I'm getting. It's like you're thirsty, but there's not a cup of water in sight. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this Ten of Wands. It's like you work so hard, and there's nothing there, right? Like I don't know why I'm thinking of a desert, like barren, right? Like nothing from that cycle. There's nothing that was produced in that cycle that you feel like you can like touch, right? And here it's like this huge blockage, and like I feel like passion, right? A blockage in like the energy to go do something new, or the energy to get up and go. It's like I feel like it's just such a good energy though, what's coming up, right? That's why I feel like I want to focus more on this energy, because it's like, yes, this is also very beautiful energy, because you're coming to the realization of like what it is that you actually love, right? And I think it's this Queen of Earth. I mean, I have no doubt that it's the Queen of Earth. I know that this new cycle is going to be great for you guys though, because I feel like with the love and the Nine of Cups, there's, you know, we're moving towards something that we can feel, we can touch, we can grasp, like something, like I want to say it's substantial. It's something that you've wanted for a really long time. And I feel like the miracle that you need to take place, maybe the miracle was you seeing it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you're waiting for a miracle to take place, but maybe the miracle is the fact that your perspective has changed, right? The fact that you have like this, you're using your intuition now, or you're using like your feelings to co-align with your mind, and it's causing some sort of flow, right? It's causing movement. It's causing, look at all this like water energy, right? The Nine of Cups and love. It's like, it's finally causing movement. And then that movement is going to lead to a new beginning in love, basically, right? Because we have the spark that's being united with this Ace of this Ace of Passion. That's what I'm saying. It's like passion. It's something that's ignited within you and within this person. That's, I mean, it really just has to be, it has to be sparked in you first, I feel, and it has been finally. I think you need to accept the fact that you're growing and you're learning, and to associate this with like a learning experience, and not, you know, something that's meant to bring you down, but something to push you forward. Right, Leo? So yeah, Leo, I really love this reading. Let's pull some advice for you. I feel like you don't really need advice. I feel like you're finally moving like towards the right thing. I feel like you're on the right path. It's funny because this card has a lot to do with the sacred masculine and feminine that's becoming like united. And it's like kind of maybe like the cup is the feminine and the mind is the masculine, or maybe like you're the masculine and this is the feminine, or, well, you know what I'm saying? It's like this unity that's coming into place, just like the mind and the body are coming into union. It's like the masculine and the feminine are coming into union. I don't know, it's just like a really beautiful, I want to say like union, right? So let's pull some advice for you guys. So yeah, you guys got Vajrayogini, the essence of all Buddhas. I have the power to make each moment sacred. Everything is material for my liberation. I feel like with this card, I think the message is clear. It's like, it's about how you look about, it's, oh my God, I can't speak with you guys. I don't know if there's something going up with like you're speaking, because I'm really mercurial, so usually speaking is not that hard, and I'm really mumbling a lot, so maybe this has to do with speaking. Again, with this card, it's like it's more than the mind, it's with speaking, because here what I wanted to say was that everything is material for my liberation. There was a reason for this, right? There's a reason for this. Like, you see how the fruit has been born from the death of something. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like this 10 comes this 1. And it's like the only way for this 1 to have come was through the cycle. And I feel like that's what she's trying to tell you. It's like you have the power to take this experience and make it worth something. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like if you ended up learning something really beautiful during the cycle, then, and I feel like you did, right, with the love card, it's like, then what did you really lose? Like, you gained something. Do you know what I'm saying? You gained this perspective of love. You opened something up within you. And that's not a loss. Do you know what I'm saying? That's a gain. That's literally seeing something in a whole 180, doing a 180, changing everything. And I feel like that's what they want you to do. It's like, look at this cycle for what it was, and it helped you gain clarity, right? It helped you gain a new perspective. It helped you understand yourself. It helped you maybe put some sort of balance into play. And like, that's all we can really ask from a cycle. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's to come to the love card, right? Is to me saying like, yeah, this cycle, it meant something, right? There was actually a purpose to the cycle. So yeah, Leo, I really love this reading. I hope this resonates with you guys. And I'll see you guys next week. Love you. Bye.